happy Easter. How are you? How are your kids? How was your week? I'm a little late posting this today. We've just got back from an Easter Sunday bike ride, but I just wanted to make sure I jump on to say we are on tonight. So, any parents interested in not just surviving these crazy times, but turning our attentions to thriving because of them, you're welcome to join us 8 p.m. Sydney time this evening. 11 a.m. Easter Sunday UK time. Bring your chocolates. How are you? How are your kids? Here's what I'm kind of noticing this week. We're all still processing this, aren't we? And how it's affecting us at our own pace. And I think the range of emotions and the wild oscillations from one end of the emotional spectrum to the other is still very much with us. We all seem to have moments of really deeply feeling the sadness of all of this. You know, those effects like the dead, the sick, the families of those, the horrendous way in which this is physically separating us from loved ones. In some situations, right in those hours when they need us most, or when we're realizing people in different situations to us, how they're being affected. I'm thinking of, those kids who school is a safe place. It's not the home, it's the school. Or people in domestic situations which aren't great, how this is affecting them. Or all the people who've lost small businesses, and livelihoods. There's a lot, as we know, and all of those emotions that come up around the sadness and all of that are very real, and it's okay when they do. It's okay to feel that. This is the process. It's all okay. Let it happen. And then we also seem, people I've spoken with this week, we also all seem to be having these moments where we really sink into the present and surrender to everything that's out with our control and concentrate on those things we can control: ourselves, our inner states, our families, and perhaps we might even have those moments where we realize we actually have a far wider reaching effect out into the world with our thoughts and feelings. And in these moments, we feel acceptance and peace, and maybe even gratitude or joy about those small things. Gosh, there's so many things. It could be about the fact that you realize you don't have that mad, crazy, stressful commute to work anymore. Or you can actually work from home in your PJs. Or at least the bottom half. I have so many funny stories about people on Zoom and this learning curve working. Or we are just hanging out with our kids and realizing how much we haven't just hung out and been with them without an agenda or somewhere to go in a while. Or when we are able to go out into nature, we're noticing perhaps the beauty around us a little bit more. Or the fresh air feels that much better, getting a lung full of air. The breath feels so much better because we're aware of how precious that is. Or the smiles and those interactions from a safe distance from passers-by when you're out on your one walk of the day. Toilet paper! How good is toilet paper? Instead of chocolate this year, I got 20 rolls of toilet paper. We haven't had that in weeks. How good is toilet paper? These little things. So my point is simply, if you are managing more of the inner peaceful moments, those positive emotions, than you are of the negative or the overwhelming or the anxious ones, you're doing well. And congratulate yourself. And carry on upping that ratio this week. And if you're finding it hard to let go of the negative or the overwhelming moments, then I would love to suggest that you now consciously try to balance that out a little bit more this week. So, actively seeking out those moments, no matter how small, where you can feel peace. Turn off the media. The situation, we now know what we can and what we can't do. It's not going to change much in a week. And if it does, someone will tell you. So turn it off and try instead to use that time to go and find those moments where you can feel peace at the very least. Maybe even gratitude or happiness or hope for the future. And savor them. Seek them out. Notice when you're in them and expand those moments out. There's so many good benefits of doing that in your mind and body. So, enough of me. Have a great week ahead. See some of you this evening at 8 p.m. Message me if you haven't got the Zoom link. Have an awesome week. Love on one another. Look after one another. Lots of love.